Take these wooden spindles that you can get unfinished right at Home Depot, and I'll show you like a quick little way to style them after I show you guys how to paint and distress them. Take a baby wipe and just kind of blot some brown paint on there, and then I'm gonna paint over it white and show you guys. So see, I didn't paint the whole thing. So that's that part. We'll let that brown paint dry, and I'm gonna paint these white. I cut a couple pieces of squares. Then I just pre-drilled a hole just to screw them into them. These plates are from the dollar store. I already did do one coat of chalk paint on it, as you can tell. I'm gonna give those another coat of paint, just graze right over it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this small one. And I want that brown to show through a little so you don't have to paint it solid. And that is the absolute look that I am going for. I want it to be rustic and distressed and like worn looking. So I'll take a piece of sandpaper when that dries and kind of just sand off some of the white a little bit. Graze it off, just like that, so it gives it a nice farmhouse, rustic, distressed finish. Graze the edges just to get that wood showing through so it'll match really nice. Screw them in there because I already pre-drilled the holes. If you don't want to pre-drill the holes, you can just twist this little screw out here with a pair of pliers and then glue these on a base of some sort. And then when your plates are dry, we can glue them. Okay guys, here they are on the buffet. They're lit. I just think it really makes like a cute, clean focal point. These also look really good on your dining room table too around Easter or any holiday. So here we have it, guys.
The first thing I did was wipe down the candlesticks that I got from the thrift store. You just want to make sure that you clear the candlesticks of any kind of dirt, debris, or anything that shouldn't be on them that'll ruin the paint. Next, I used my favorite spray paint, Rust-Oleum, the 2x Ultra Coverage, to give each candlestick a good coat of white paint. This is just going to prime the candlesticks and get them ready for the craft paint later. Once the candle holders were completely dry, it was time to go ahead and mix up my colors for my faux wood look. I just used a bunch of sample and craft paint that I had left over. Some of it's acrylic and some of it's regular indoor paint. It's completely up to you for what kind of wood finish you're going to want. For the first candle holder, I'm going to do a little bit of a lighter faux wood look. So I mixed a brown acrylic paint with a metallic brown acrylic paint, and now I'm going to dry brush it onto the candle holder. That means I put a small amount of paint on my brush and then dabbed it off onto the paper towel. This is going to help give it that faux wood look. Once I had the candle holder pretty much covered with the brown paint, I went ahead and took a clean, dry rag and just wiped off some of that acrylic paint. This is going to give it that distressed wood look that I love so much. Once I distressed the darker brown paint enough, I went ahead and added some of this lighter tan color onto my paintbrush. Now I'm going to simply just sparingly put it onto the candle holder itself so that it's a little bit lighter but still distressed. While that one dries, we're going to go ahead and move on to our taller candlestick. For this one, I'm going to go with a little bit of a darker faux wood finish. So I'm going to use the same browns as I did on the smaller candlestick holder, but this time I'm going to add in some gray paint and mix it up really, really well. For this one, I'm going to completely cover the candlestick with the darker color and then come back later with some of the tan and darker brown to give it that wood grain look. If you're like me, you're a little bit impatient. So I just went ahead and used my blow dryer to dry up the paint a little bit faster because I couldn't wait to start the wood grain look. While I was letting the large candlestick set for just a little bit longer, I moved on to the finishing touches of the smaller candlestick. For this, I simply dry brushed on some of the lighter tan color and then used my clean dry rag to distress some of it off. This was perfect because some of the white paint peeked through too, and I absolutely love it. Now that my small candlestick is completed, I went back to the large candlestick. All I'm adding here is some lighter paint with the dry rag, and then I'm also going to go back through and add a little bit of the darker brown. This is going to give this candlestick more of a natural wood grain look. And that's it, y'all. Super simple and budget savvy faux wood candlesticks using supplies I found at the thrift store. How perfect is this project? I absolutely love how they turned out. The candlesticks look so cute and realistic.
Turn your box of extra table legs and parts into something gorgeous. First up, I want to flatten the round end out on this one a little bit. Along with my table legs, I've also grabbed some empty wooden spools. These will allow me to slip the leg screws right down into the hole, and I won't have to worry about removing those screws. I'm using contact cement to attach all my pieces together. I want to start with the main pieces and stack them up. Now that the main pieces are together, I want to add a base and a top. I had a stack of these flower pot bases, and they're going to be perfect. With everything nice and secure, I want to paint the pieces all white. Painting them with one color will make them look really cohesive instead of a bunch of random things stuck together. I'll have to do probably 3 coats of paint to have it look nice and even. To give my new pieces a worn and weathered look, I want to distress them. I'm using that same gritty sandpaper to distress the high parts. I want to keep the distressing to the edges and the parts that stick out the most so that it looks natural. To style my new candle holders, I want to put the tallest one in the middle. Groups of 3 always help to make something look balanced, so I always try to put 3 things together. I love adding natural elements to my decor, so I'm going to add some dried moss to the top of the candle holders. Next, I'm going to add my candles. I want to keep them all a similar color so they look really nice together. I've chosen some lovely cream ones that I can place right onto the dried moss. I'm so glad I saved these old table legs and parts and could turn them into something so pretty. I hope this has inspired you to turn your old table legs into something lovely as well.
Love Pottery Barn holiday decor but don't love the price? Grab some table legs and terracotta saucers for this genius trick. First stop, Home Depot. I purchased 3 different wooden legs at different heights. To begin, twist off the screws using a pair of pliers. This will leave your legs with a flat surface. I purchased 6 terracotta pot saucers for the top and bottom of each. For the longer table legs, I purchased 2 larger saucers for the bottom for extra stability. Next, attach the saucers using E6000 glue and let them dry overnight. After your candlesticks are dry, grab a bar of soap and begin rubbing it into the grooves of each leg. Next, grab some chalk paint and paint them and let them dry. After that, sand the soap off of each leg. These candlesticks are such a stunning accent to any room, and no one will believe you made them yourself. Just add a bow and some greenery to dress them up for Christmas. These are also great after the holidays too. Mix and match your candles and decor, the possibilities are endless.